We're just 3 days away from the mayoral by-election in Mississauga. And tonight, a new poll finds the candidates are neck and neck. And as Jazan Grewal explains, that poll is also showing 33% of those who were asked said they are still undecided.
Mississauga is set to elect a new mayor on Monday in a race that's being described too close to call. We're speaking to residents here in Port Credit who tell us while they're undecided on who they're voting for, they know what they want in a mayor and they're going to be spending a lot of time this weekend doing their research.
I'm trying to just learn a little bit more about all the candidates and the platforms. There's a lot of new candidates out there, so I want to make sure that the what I've got in focus is well aligned with the candidate they ultimately choose.
Many of the residents are looking to vote for someone who can address the growing congestion problem in their neighborhood.
Traffic, especially on the lakeshore. We are building two big communities, Brightwater and Lakeview, where the car's going to go, where the people are going to go.
And a mayor that can address the housing affordability crisis.
Housing, especially for me, like as a kid trying to, make enough money to afford a house and put a down payment on a house, it's become almost impossible.
Well, obviously affordable housing. We have kids and we'd love for them to be able to buy a house one day. And transit is another issue that I think is important.
I'm still undecided.
I've actually made a decision.
And speaking of undecided, the latest Main Street research poll shows nearly 1/3 of residents still don't know who they're voting for.
Yes, it's 33% among all voters. When we ask people, are you leaning towards a particular candidate, that undecided number dropped to 18%. Those are going to be the people, that remaining 18% who don't have a particular leaning. Those are going to be the folks that determine the winner on Monday.
The poll also shows Carolyn Parrish and Deepika Demerla in a dead heat heading into Monday's vote. The polling finds Parrish with 16.9% support and Demerla with 16.2%. That's within the poll's margin of error, with Elvin Tejo and Stephen Dasco trailing behind. Main Street's president says what stunned him the most is that it's not just one candidate coming out of the pack and challenging frontrunner Parrish, but it's the other leading candidates who continue to build momentum leading up to Monday. During advance voting, Parrish did lead the polls with just under 30% support, followed by Tejo with 24%. Now, 24,000 residents have already voted in advance polls, but if you didn't get a chance to cast a ballot, you can do so on Monday. Polling stations will be open between 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. City News will be following the by-election. At Port Credit, Jazan Grewal, City News.